Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another very important topic of structural directive, that is ngFor. So far we have discussed about ngIf directive, where we explained each and every process and we implemented the example for each required scenario, right? Similarly, now we are going to learn about the ngFor, and here we will start with the introduction, like what is ngFor directive, why do we need it, and how we can utilize it for repeating the number of lines. Okay, but before we proceed further, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to use ngFor, but you should know about the basic stuff first so that it would be easy for you to grab the concepts. Okay, fine. So let's go and start with the basic itself. So firstly, what I will do, I will tell you the definition. So if someone asks you what is ngIf, ngFor, so you can simply say that ngFor is a structural directive of Angular that we can use to repeat a set of element or maybe a line of code multiple times. Okay, now question comes, like, why do we need it? What are those scenarios where we are supposed to use ngFor? So to explain this thing, what I will do, I will show you everything from scratch. So let's go to app.component.ts file. Here what we will do, firstly we will create one array. So let's go here and we will create the array with the name fruit array. Okay, so fruit array, perfect. Now what we will do, we will assign some values to it. So let's say first fruit name is mango. Similarly, we will add another fruit, anything like we can put here cherry or whatever you want to put. Let me correct the spelling here, mango, cherry, watermelon, or whatever like you want to keep. This is just an example. Okay, so here we are just putting the name of the fruit. So these are the fruit name. Now what I want to do, I will simply run this application to show you the output first. But before that, let's print it. Okay, so let's go to app.component.html file. Here what we will do, we will simply print these values. So I will use h2 here, or maybe paragraph tag. Okay, so in paragraph tag I will use curly braces 2 times, and here inside this curly braces I will write the fruit array. Perfect. Now you can save it and run the application. So for that we will write ngserve -- open and enter. It will take few seconds and it will open the browser. So now you can see we have successfully got these values like mango, cherry and watermelon. These are the fruits name, right? Now the requirement is that I want to print these all name but in a list format or maybe separately. So in that case what we can do, we have two approach. One is using the traditional or manual approach, which is time taking, and another one is using the ngFor loop. So I'll show you both so that you can comparatively check like why it is so important to use ngFor. Okay, so firstly I will print these values using manual approach. So I will write here h3 printing array value using manual approach. Okay, so this is the thing. Now what we will do here, we will print ordered list. In this ordered list I will use li, and for each item I need to write something like this: fruit array 0. So first value is on 0th index, so let's save it. So now you can see first item is printed as mango. Similarly for second item I need to again write li, and again I need to write the second index value. So fruit array and first index 0 1, because indexing is from 0, right? So let's save it, and now you can see second value is also printed. Likewise I have to write it every time whenever there is a new value, right? So there are 3 values, so 0 1 2 we have printed. but you know that this is very time taking approach, right? Because right now we have only 3 items, but there might be possibility we are holding more than thousands item, more than 20,000 item, right? So for all those values, we are not supposed to print everything one by one like this. So that's why we always avoid this kind of logic. So what we will do in that case? So in that case, what we can do, we can use simply the ngFor directive. Okay, let me show you how. So here I will write h3, just to show you the topic. h3 printing array values using star ngFor loop. Okay, so this is the thing which I want to use. Now what I will do, I will simply write here ordered list, because we want to print it in an ordered list. And this is not only for the ordered list, you can use it for any purpose. Overall concept is that ngFor will help us to repeat the line. Okay, let me show you how. So let's say I want to repeat this line, and here I want to print the fruit item name. Okay, so what I will do, I will simply write here star ngFor, and remember this is a case sensitive, so whatever you are writing, make sure it is in the same case, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so for ngFor, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to import the ngFor here. Okay, otherwise it won't work. So let me close it for now. Okay, so here we want to use ngFor. So you will see this message that this is not declared. The ngFor directive was used in template, but neither the ngFor directive nor the common module was imported. So what we will do for that, we will go to app.component.ts file. Here we will write common module, and you will see that this line is imported. If it is not imported, make sure to import it, because without this we are not supposed to use the ngFor directive. Once it is added, you can simply go to app.component.html file, and now you can write your logic. So for that, you just need to write here inside this quote. Here we will mention let f, or you can let fruit on fruit of array, fruit array. Okay, so what basically we are doing here, we are telling that consider one element as a fruit of fruit array. Okay, so what it will do, it will consider one element and repeat it every time. So what, let me explain in his easy term. This ngFor will repeat this line for each fruit in a fruit array. Clear? And just to verify this thing, what we can do, we can print these values. So here I will simply print the value which is fruit. Okay, so that's it. Now you can save it and you will see the magic. Let me print it first. Something is wrong. Okay, we are not running the application, sorry. So we will write here ngserve -open, enter. It will take few seconds and it will open the browser. So you will see that browser is printing the second list without repeating it, right? We are not repeating it manually. We just wrote one line and it is automatically taking care of all these things. One by one it is repeating the element and printing the values for us. So this is the advantage of ngFor directive. It helps us to repeat a set of code or set of line as many times as we want. Okay. Currently I am just showing you one array example because it is more relatable, because now you understand the requirement, like where we are supposed to use the ngFor loop, right? Same thing you can use it for any other purpose. I'll show you more examples for ngFor, like how we can use it for multiple cases, but here we are just talking it about in terms of the array. Okay, so I hope this part is clear to all of you, like how we can use ngFor. And if someone asks you the prerequisites for ngFor structural directive, so you can simply say that first of all we are supposed to import this common module in the import section, and once it is imported, then you can use it. Okay, so you can see here li ngFor let fruit of fruit array is fruit. Clear? So I hope this entire scenario is clear to all of you, and now you know how to use ngFor directive, why it is so important, and you can clearly see that it is helping us to save the time. Instead of writing everything manually, we are writing it through for loop. And one more interesting thing is that, let's say if someone add another value, for example testing, so let me put it here, testing. Okay, so for this testing we are not supposed to write it again. You can see it is automatically considering that new value also, but in case of manual approach it is not there. Why? Because there we are writing everything manually, but in case of ngFor it is automatically taking care of the additional values as well. So this is the clear advantage of using ngFor directive. So I hope this session is clear to all of you, and the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.